your name is?
Chicana Nelson.
Shakana Nelson.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, now can you tell me about your housing situation?
Yes, ma'am. I used to live at 735 Woodhill Road in Jackson, Mississippi, 39206. And the landlords by the name of Mr. and Mrs. Belay rented me the house for $750 in October of 2011.
Mm-hmm. Now, where was this again?
Woodhill subdivision.
In Jackson, Mississippi?
Yes, ma'am.
Mm-hmm.
And I moved in the house in October, and they rented me the house for $750. As the month went by, I started seeing the cracks in the wall. They were black. The ceilings were black. In my bedroom, my kids' bathroom, I called them. She stated that she was going to send someone over there to see about it. She came the next month. She picked up rent. I stated to her again, when someone's going to come over and look at what I told her that someone had told me that it was mold. She stated that she was going to send someone again. Mm-hmm. She never sent anyone. At this time, I was taking my daughters back and forth to the hospital, but I didn't know why. Neither did the hospital know why. They were nauseated or throwing up, had headaches. They thought that they needed to go poop. Mm-hmm. So then after that, we'll go back home, or we'll go out of town, or we'll come back in the house, and the house would smell real rank, like damp. Mm-hmm. But I didn't know why. So after that, like I said, she said that month before that she was going to send someone out to see about the situation. She never did. So in July, she never sent no one still. So I didn't send her rent either. Mm-hmm. So my brother from Illinois stated that I need to call the city. I called to the city, and they gave me a case ID number. The guy from the city came out, and he told me I needed to get out the house ASAP. Mm-hmm. I had mold in the fireplace, in the ceiling, the bathrooms, and he stated that it was foundation problems and that the house had flooded. He don't know when, but he went all in the unit, said it was not even installed properly. Mm-hmm. And then he also stated that in the unit where that's the hot water, not the hot water tank, the gas, because it was electric gas. And so where that unit was, he stated that it looked like the house had flooded. Mm-hmm. So he told me my best bet was to get out the house, because if it don't, it can kill us. Mm-hmm. So me and my 5 kids immediately went and got a U-Haul and started moving our things out. Mm. And then I've been living from my godparents' house, my mother's house, hotel, and then the great-grandparents' house for a month. Mm-hmm. Not one time did they call me in the month that I didn't pay rent in July. Mm-hmm. But here come August the 10th, they got letters from the city. They called my cell phone. Mm-hmm. So I was told not to answer them. Mm-hmm. So I did. Mm-hmm. And they put me and my kids in harm's way. She allowed us to move in her house. She knew the mold was there because they covered it up with paint and cork. Mm. And
who is this she?
This is Miss Belay. Her name is Lula Belay.
Belay. B-E-L-A-Y?
B-A-L-A-Y.
Okay.
And her first name is L-E-U-L.
L-E-U-L?
Yes, ma'am. And his name is Dr. Belay. I don't know his first name.
Dr. Belay. Do you know where they're located, or they're?
Yes, they're in Terry, Mississippi.
Okay. And you don't have that address or anything?
I don't have it right now, but I live in Terry, Mississippi.
Guess they're probably comfortable.
Yes, ma'am.
And how much were they charging again?
$750. And also the city man stated to me he keep them in court. He said they got over 250 houses here in Mississippi. Mm-hmm. And I said, well, why is the government steady giving them money to buy houses? Mm-hmm. And they keep putting people in harm's way. He said they have houses that is not even in fit for anyone to live in. And he said the cities keep taking them to court, but they constantly allow them to buy property. Mm-hmm. And he was like, from me driving up in the neighborhood, I wouldn't think that this is a problem inside this house.
Yeah.
And then the homeowner association president and his wife, they came to my house, and they said that it's not more than 6 to 7 months. Mm-hmm. People have lived in their house, they move out. Mm. But he said that I was the best tenant they had. I mowed their yard. I put a $400 garage door at their house. I paid $200 for a spring cleaning, and I hadn't even moved in the house yet. Mm-hmm. But I knew how I like to live and keep the safety for my children.
Do you have a lawyer or anything?
Yes, he's out of Richland.
Okay, and see, what is he saying?
Well, this week he's supposed to be contacting another attorney here in Jackson, Mississippi to work with him to work on the case. Because he never handled this kind of case before. So he stated that he needs to talk to an attorney that has handled the case before and know how to go by handling it.
Okay, this is your son here, huh?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, what's his name?
His name is Derek Chambers.
Oh, okay. And you have 5 children?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Hi, Derek.
Derek,
Hello.
she said hi.
Oh, he kind of shy. You kind of shy, huh?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, you looking now. Hi, Derek. Okay. Anything else you might like to say?
Well, I feel like I should not have been put in this kind of situation.
Right.
Knowing before I even rented the house, I stated to her that I did not need to be moving in no kind of conditions. Unfit held property. Because I told her that my son is a chronic asthma patient.
Right.
And now that my daughter has been in this house, she's on a breathing machine, a CPAP machine at nighttime. They said she stopped breathing like 14 to 15 times in the night in her sleep. So they have really put me in a situation where I'm homeless.
Right. Where do you go, from day to day?
From my godparents,
Okay.
my mother, and hotel. And one time we went to the great-grandparents' house. And I'm in college. I'm in school as well.
Where are you going to school?
At Holmes Community College.
Okay, what are you taking up there?
Psychology.
Okay. When do you expect to graduate?
In 2 years from now. This is my first semester.
Okay. What would you like to see happen with this housing situation?
I would like to see them actually, for the city, the government, stop them from getting money to purchase houses, and they're not taking care of them. They're not keeping them up to standard and putting people like myself in them, and then I end up homeless and I have no place to go with my 5 children. And they getting paid rent, but they're not taking care of their properties.
That's true. How much do you think they probably owe you?
Every dime I gave them.
How much might that be?
From October 2011, I would like to see all my money back.
How much might that be?
It's probably over $5,000 then. If it's 714, that's 28. That's only 4 months. So yeah, it's probably over $5,000 I paid in rent.
When did you have to move out?
I moved out of the house. I've been out the house the end of July.
About the end of July?
Yes, ma'am. It was the city man came out, probably like the 28th.
Okay, and where can you be reached?
On my cell phone.
What's the number?
It's area code 601-316-2878.
And do you have an email address?
Yes, ma'am. It's Chicana, CHICANA .nelson@gmail.com.
Could you repeat that again?
Yes, ma'am. Chicana, CHICANA .nelson NELSON @gmail.com.
And do you have Facebook?
Yes, ma'am.
No, that might be a good way to put that on Facebook too. I know you may not want to, but you might be surprised at the help you might get.
Yes, ma'am. Well, I think
and
they
even
see
you
enough
too.
of me praising God, even though I'm going through. I be on there letting them know.
Do you go to some place of worship?
Yes, ma'am. I visit a church out on Highway 18 called First Baptist.
Really?
No, First Jackson.
Okay.
Yeah, and then the great grandparents go to Shady Grove.
And you're single?
Yes, ma'am. I'm a single mother of 5 kids.
Okay, and how old are you, may I ask?
I'm 32.
32 and
Yes, ma'am.
single.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, you hear that? Single.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, well, thank you.